KC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully you had a very nice day. We had a very nice day in the weather world. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, 77 the high in Lafayette. Yeah, we busted on the temperature forecast. We thought we'd see more clouds, but we saw more sun, so it was nice and warm. Tomorrow, probably close to the same as well. Here's the big picture across the lower 48, just looking at the weather advisories and the radar, and you have all these winter storm warnings, watches, and warnings, and blizzard warnings up across the northern Rockies into the northern high plains, and then winter weather advisories all the way back through the southwest. And eventually this storm system will deliver a front to our part of the world, and it's going to get windier on Saturday and storms more than likely as we head into Saturday night with a cold front. But how strong the storms are going to be, that's still up in the air. More of that in just a bit. But generally fair to partly cloudy skies. We've had some stratiform clouds moving in and out, and that's going to be the story again through tomorrow. So we'll call it mostly cloudy for a while, but then partly sunny after probably tomorrow morning. Temperatures get down into the low to mid 50s, but we'll see partial sunshine. More sun as you go over toward NOLA, less sun as you go farther to the west, and the clouds will be thicker, say, over toward Houston for tomorrow afternoon. We get into the mid 70s for a high. Pressure gradient begins to pack up, so that means breezy southerly winds as we head into Saturday, and then a mostly cloudy day. And look at this, temperatures getting into the upper 70s to near 80, but we will have a frontal boundary that could mess with the beginning of the Ragin' Cajun game. We'll have to wait and see up in Monroe on that, and then we'll be watching these storms as they roll on through. The risk of a few severe storms, especially north and east of us, and hopefully we get the LSU game in, the drubbing against A&M. That hopefully will be over with by 10 o'clock Saturday night. Then the front pushes on through, and we're back to nice and cool weather, breezy for Sunday, and even a little bit cooler for Monday. So we have a severe weather setup going into Saturday. The Storm Prediction Center has most of Acadiana hatched in for a slight risk of severe storms. That's a 15% chance of a storm that could produce damaging winds or an isolated tornado within a 25-mile radius anywhere in this area hatched in yellow. I think this yellow may move a little bit farther to the north. Usually we get a killing effect from the Gulf of Mexico with the boundary layer, the marine boundary layer, but the bottom line, if our dew points are in the lower 70s going into Saturday night, we could see a few severe storms that could produce damaging winds, perhaps an isolated tornado. And what we're looking at, we're watching the wind profile with height, and we look for veering, which as you go from lower levels to higher levels, the winds turn, and we really don't see a classic look for a severe weather situation, but we do notice the winds increasing with height. At the surface, they're 12 miles an hour at 850 millibars. There's your key there. At 5,000 feet, 45 in Lafayette, 61 at 18,000 feet, and near 35,000 feet, it's going to be near 100 miles an hour. So there are going to be some wind dynamics aloft, and sometimes that spills down to the ground. And this is the way it looks visually. Here you have your southerly to southwesterly winds as we go into Saturday night. Then we add the 5,000 foot layer, and you see how those winds turn with height, and that's what allows for those storms to get going. Then we get to those winds at 18,000 feet, and they're even stronger at 67, and then we get up to 30,000 feet or so, and we're looking at 100-mile-an-hour winds aloft. So that could be the setup for some severe weather locally. We'll have to wait and see, and we'll hone in on that as we get into tomorrow. We'll have a better feel if we're going to see a significant severe weather threat. Mid-50s tonight, tomorrow back into the mid-70s. Should be a nice one. We stay in the 60s tomorrow night, and then as we head into Saturday, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So your forecast through the next 24 hours looking pretty good with a mixture of high clouds and sun. Temperatures in the mid-70s for your high. 60s by this time tomorrow evening, so a little bit milder. Then here you go. Rain chances some Saturday afternoon, but mostly Saturday evening with that slight severe weather risk, then chilling out as we finish off the weekend and go into early next week. That's it for weather. We'll be right back right after this.